So now that we're back home from the stop, swap, and save, let's go over all the parts we got. So I wasn't expecting to get a green stem, but I saw this Hoffman bike stem and thought it was super cool, so I just had to grab that. I got a couple different water bottle cages. So I got this specialized one, which is I think called a V cage, which is the same one I have on my 5010. Really nice cage, and it was only $1. I also got this super sick metal Bontrager cage, and I obviously just got it because it's pink. They were giving away these free Velo orange stickers, which is super cool. I so badly want a Velo orange neutrino mini Velo, so I was super stoked to grab these stickers. They're awesome. I got this seat post collar, and I was a little disappointed when I looked at it closer because it doesn't have like the top ridge for where it sits flush on top of the seat tube. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to use this or not, but it was only $3, so it's really not too big of a deal. And then I got this whole situation of brake levers and shifters. It's a 7-speed and a 3-speed shifter, and then it has V-brake levers. I just kind of grabbed them because it was a really good deal, and I knew that I needed a 7-speed shifter, so I picked these up. There's a little bit of rust on some of the metal parts there where the thumb shifter is, but I feel like I should be able to clean that up pretty good. One thing that I was super stoked to find was this race face chainring, and it's the exact size I needed. It's a 38.2, so I feel like it's going to be the perfect gear ratio for the type of riding I'm going to do on this bike, which is mostly flat rail trail stuff, so I feel like this will be fast enough. And Katie also has a 38 on her rail trail bike, so we'll be kind of equal in that regard. Now, the seat post was one of the last things I grabbed for, I think, $2 right before the stop, swap, and save was over. And I'm not really sure about it. I honestly think it's pretty hideous, but I just really needed a seat post because the one I took off the GT was super rusted and just all messed up because of that stupid seat clamp. So this will have to work for now, but I would love to just get a more simple seat post in the future. So this Marzocchi bomber fork was a pretty interesting find. I wasn't really expecting to come home with another suspension fork. I was actually looking for a rigid fork for this bike, but I couldn't find any that were really compatible with the GT. So I ended up just going with this one because it seemed like a pretty good deal. I only paid $25 for this, and upon closer inspection, it's more of an XC Marzocchi bomber fork, so it's still pretty cool, and I really like the black stanchions, but I might not be using it on this bike because after holding it up next to the GT, I realized it's kind of an off-white pearly color, whereas the GT is more of like a true white color, so it didn't really match as well as I hoped it would, but at the end of the day, I'm super stoked with everything that I got from the stop, swap, and save.